just a little bit away from first pitch. Today's starting pitcher, Tyler McGill. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
And if this guy isn't already tall enough, he's standing on top of a mound, throwing down at hitters. His stuff can sneak up on you because of the extension he gets and having a deep release point. If batters can attack pitches up in the zone, this lineup will have a chance to do some damage.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. And that's outside.
That's just out.
And that one is lifted in the air. Taylor moving under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And time now for the Phillies lineup. It features one of the sport's true superstars, Bryce Harper.
Yeah, Boog, and he's been just clutch for this team so far in the series. 5 runs batted in to this point. You know, guys like him who can just slow the game down, quiet the nerves when they're runners on base or pressure situations, they're as valuable as it gets. We'll see if he keeps making an impact today.
In the air, left side. Winker brings it in, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Here is Bryce Harper. Tap foul at the plate. McGill, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2018. The 0-1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Taylor. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0.
This opportunity is once in.
And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola. What do we have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball. And I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location. But he found a way to just get it by him.
And now it's Juan Soto. Right through there for a strike.
It's always fun watching Nola pitch. He's one of the best pitchers in the league because he knows how to control a baseball. He's got excellent command of his pitches, which keeps his walk rate low and helps keep him out of trouble.
Outside with a breaking ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. In the dirt. The count now 2-2.
Oh, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
That one misses. And now 3-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
Chopped left side. Turner with the throw to first, and that takes care of Alonso. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly. We played an inning, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now the DH, Kyle Schwarber. McGill back to work. Out to center. Taylor sizes this one up. Makes the catch. One up, one down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Foul ball there. That one finds the zone. 0-2.
Boog, our man Daryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
On the ground to third, Beatty. And Castellanos is out. Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call on a borderline pitch before I start making my call. Like you said, it's not always predictable, but it's pretty fair for the most part. Max Kepler in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And that misses. And the count now 2-0. And that one fouled off. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. And the pitch a little bit low, ball one.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. And that'll do it. Phillies strand one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the DH, Brandon Nimmo. And that is out of play. Next offering misses, and now it's even 1-1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
That one misses. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Batting fifth.
Here's Jesse Winker.
Jesse Winker.
And there's the strike. Close, but called a ball. And the count is 1-1. 1 out, base is empty. Out to short, Turner. Tosses to first. And that quickly, 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. And that one hit to first. He'll do it himself. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We head on down to the top of the third. No score. Back here in Queens, all set for the start of the inning. And digging in for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. The pitch. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull into second safely. Here's the Phillies catcher, Rafael Marchand. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball one. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that gets down into the gap. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
This is Bryson Stott. Strike one.
Oh, this is a case of just slowing the game down. Sometimes you get so concerned with getting the job done, you forget that you still have to get a good pitch to do the job with.
Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike, and it's 0-2. Headed towards the corner. Soto really on his horse for it, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
That one missed. Marchand stands at second with no outs. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Singer gathers, throws to first. He's in there.
Up next for Philadelphia, shortstop.
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind if you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game. It's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an over for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. Turner in the box now. No balls and a strike. On the ground to third. Baden. There's one. Over to Alonso. Double play.
That was a much-needed double play right there. It gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. And they add to the lead. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Chris, this one got out of here quickly. Let's take another look with the help of StatCast.
Yeah, just a laser of a home run, 113 miles per hour off the bat. But, you know, it wasn't a towering shot by any stretch, and it didn't need to be. That thing was torched.
So 2 away with nobody on. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Two out, space is empty. Struck him out looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Bryce Harper brings the power for Philly. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Citi Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swings through that.
0-2.
Nola fires. Struck him out looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Tyrone Taylor.
And the batter now, Tyrone Taylor. Swings and misses. That's strike one.
0-1.
Tapped out in front of the plate.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Peyton Senger now at the plate. Right through there for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. One out, the runner at second here in the last half of the third. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more. His timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now it's Frankie Lindor inside. And that's ball 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
That's the third out. 1 hit, 1 left. 3 innings complete. It's the Phillies 3 and the Mets nothing. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the 4th, Nick Castellanos. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Phillies doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And there's 1 down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Max Kepler at the plate, doubled in his first AB. On the ground, right side. To first, 2 up, 2 down. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. Now a screamer into the outfield. Winker right there to make the grab. And that is that. Phillies down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Bottom of the 4th, Juan Soto now.
Right fielder, Juan Soto.
Swing and a ground ball. Now the throw to first on the run. On the money, nice play. Here's Pete Alonso, grounded out his first time. That one fouled off.
Well, Boog, it didn't take very long for Alonso to set the home run record here at Citi Field. He passed Lucas Duda for the top spot in June of 2023.
1 strike.
1 down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
He goes down looking. Two down, bases empty. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Kepler brings it in for the 3rd out. Offense held in check there. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Phillies 3 and the Mets nothing. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now for the Phillies, Johan Rojas. McGill back to work. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Winker should have it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now here is Rafael Marchand. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. That one pushed to the left and foul.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the 3rd home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
Activity in the bullpen. Kodai Senga getting loose out there. Razoban also getting ready. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. Outside. Now 1-2. Hit weakly on the ground. Toss to Alonso, and 2 away now. Back to the top of the lineup, and stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, shortstop Trey Turner.
Trey Turner at the plate. Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Runner, yes,
There goes the runner. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Stop on at second with 2 down. That's outside.
That's out.
Now 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
So Trey goes down on strikes. The runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 3 and the Mets nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for New York, Jesse Winker.
Jesse Winker.
Off the mark there. Ball 1.
Well, these Mets just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
On the ground, right side. Stott over to first in time. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, second baseman.
And here is Luis Angel Acuna. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And he swings through that one. The Phillies leading by 3. Last half of inning number 5. And that is downstairs. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next offering misses down and away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed.
Now batting,
gets the out.
third baseman.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. And a foul ball. Fouled off left side. To the right side. A dive. He's got it. And very nicely done for the out.
Excellent stop right there. He wants to take it himself. Waves the pitcher off and continues to run into the dugout.
Pitching for
We're
the
back,
New York
and they
Mets.
make a change to start the
Number
6th.
34.
The new pitcher, Kodai Senga.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, man. There's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Ball 1 to
Ball
Bryce.
1, no strikes.
In the air, out towards left center. Winker makes the catch for the out. And there's one away. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber. First round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. Foul ball. And it's even up. Action in the Mets bullpen. A.J. Minter, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Sets him down on strikes. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. And now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos.
That smash towards center. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Nothing across here this half. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Phillies 3 and the Mets nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Tyrone Taylor. And that drops in for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That one in the dirt, and that is ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Kepler. And it's caught for the out.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more
Now
inning,
batting,
anything
number 30.
after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss.
Good late sink
2
on that
strikes.
fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Back up the middle and a base hit. So now back to the top of the order. So the lineup flips over. Francisco Lindor will hit next. Just missed.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And there's a foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Sanger leads off first with one away. The 2-2. And there's the ball. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Here's Juan Soto. He swings and fouls one off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
That one close, ruled a ball, and the count even 1-1.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
And that one popped in the air left field. Kepler makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Phillies 3 and the Mets nothing. Top of inning number 7. Now the left fielder, Max Kepler. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Senga goes 6'1", 200 pounds, and he was born in Japan. Not close with that one, and now 2-0. And a big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Outside with a breaking ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Man at first at the plate, Alec Bohm. And that one wrapped foul. Runner at first with no outs here. That one out to right. And that's out of play, a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Outside low.
1 ball, 2
it's
strikes,
a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Lindor, that's 1. Over to Alonso, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So digging in, Johan Rojas, 1 for 2. That clips the zone. It's 0-1. Foul ball there.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Stays alive. On the ground, Beatty. In plenty of time to first, and that is the third out of the inning. Down quickly go the Phillies, but they lead at 3-0. Back here in Queens, set for the last half of the seventh, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Now batting.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. There's a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
No ball.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
He's got it, and there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. Really important at bat coming up now.
Now it's going to be Luis Angel Acuna.
1-1.
Squirts away a little bit. Runners stay where they are. That's ball 1. Tying run at the plate. And a count 1-2.
He's got a rare skill set out there on the mound. Even when he's low on energy, his stuff still has bite to it. You just don't see it flattening out just because he's tired. He's still delivering good action. Excellent play out there, and he does it in a huge spot. That wall, it can very easily jar the ball loose when you bang into it, so that could have been a really different outcome.
Beatty in the box now. Takes strike 1. And that one fouled off. The tying run at the plate. Outside low. Going to count 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Another 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swings and misses, struck him out. 2 left for the Mets. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Oscar Brazoban.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Marchand.
And he grounds one to the right side. Handles, throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Bryson
So up next, Bryson Stott. 1 for 3. Swung on, belted. Soto really on his horse for it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Next pitch is outside. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. A.J. Minter, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one not close, and it's 2-2. That one missed. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Right side. Acuna tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 outs, base is empty. Trey Turner now 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Ripped, but it curls foul. Makes the catch, inning over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they lead it 3-0. Ready for the bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Jose Alvarado. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters.
Jose Alvarado.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Goes down looking.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
And that one is inside.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
The Phils leading by 3 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Cut out and miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air, left center field. This one's got a chance. Gone! That'll fire up the dugout, and they cut into the lead. It's 3-1.
Just relentless. This team will not quit. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Soto in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, A.J. Minter.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Harper.
Base knock center field, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Runner at third, nobody out. Schwarber getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Bunts it back towards the pitcher. Play it home. He's safe. It's 4-1.
Up next for Philadelphia, right fielder Nick Castellanos.
So digging in, Nick Castellanos. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Schwarber aboard here at first with nobody out. That one ripped left field. And out of here. He'll circle the bases. His 4th home run of the season. And they boost their lead. It's 6-1.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. A.J. Minter out of the game, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Reed Garrett.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now, Max Kepler. Fought off foul. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Here at the top of the 9th. Well struck right field. And that one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
This offense is on fire. 3 extra base hits in a row. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. And here is Alec Bohm. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. That one the other way. And he takes it himself for the out. And now the center fielder, Johan Rojas. Puts a bunt down. Acuna. There for the out. Run comes in on the safety squeeze.
Well, the safety squeeze can be tough to defend, especially with a good runner at third. You can't risk trying to be overly aggressive and make a play at the plate and give up that easy out at first.
On the ground, right side. Toss to Alonso, and the inning is over. So it's 4 runs for him on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and nobody left on. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Phillies 7 and the Mets 1. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Jose Ruiz.
Now pitching.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath.
Designated hitter.
Nimmo stands in now and watches strike 1. Alonso on at first, nobody out.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Outside.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. Got it. And one away.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Winker, batting with one down, takes a strike. That's towards center. Rojas settles underneath it, and there's 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Next to hit, Luis Angel Acuna. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
It's softly on the ground left side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Phillies take this one in a blowout.
Good win by 6 runs. Always nice when you can win by a touchdown or a couple of field goals. You want to keep that momentum going, knowing the offense can score at will, bring it into the next one and get another W.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Traders, I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your flavor, you bohemian haters. This fakers, you gave me crumbs, now give me cakers. The movers and fakers get around and catch the vapors. While I'm my shots is jumping like the Lakers. I want land with acres, you never gun show papers. I'm from back in the day where the was wearing tapers. And they call you a moolie, treat you like a racist. Militant, yeah, I'm back in the booth. Pop, I hit you from the roof, yeah. It's the truth, I pressure on you on your stoop. With body shots till your body drop. I ain't got the hammer cock to probably think it we talk about, we should've called a truce. Shout to all my that be waiting to make the
Los bolsillos llenan, me siento como un buster, todas se me arriman. Mala mía, si tu gata está en mi roster. Pa' su postre, entro el dueño de la aldea, y me se me pega.